Well, good evening. Happy Friday. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the late shift. Looks like we got a raucous crowd out there. What is going on? What were they serving over there at the Ham Expo, I wonder? It's nice to see a bunch of people out there. We usually don't have this many people for, at least 15 or 20 minutes. So people are fired up, ready to roll. Nice to see everybody out there. Thanks for joining early, folks. Nice to see a bunch of folks out there in green, too. Frank, thanks for bringing all your folks over. Wes, I saw you out there early. I think Wes gets the first award. Welcome. Pepe he jumped in there fairly early. Well, I guess if I look at the time, maybe not so early, maybe on time. I was a little bit late. What do we got? 6 after. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. But nice to see you guys out there. Tim, nice to see you as well. Yeah, we got a lot of folks out there. Roger, thanks for joining early. Good to see you. Jason, yeah, 901 chop chop. Thanks for pointing me out, calling me out. That's okay. I called myself out first. Nice to see you out there, Paul. All right, welcome everybody. Yeah, it's Ham Expo weekend. I actually just had a blurb about that for my this and that, and I'm excited to get over there tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to get over today, so I'll be watching the chat for some reports. So I know Jason had a table over there. I think they started at like 1 p.m. today. So hopefully that went well for you, Jason. Hopefully. Oh yeah, you can definitely make an announcement tonight, Jason. I'll send you. I gotta. You guys that put me on a spot here. I'll get you figured out. I'll send you a link so that you can join. But yeah, certainly. Tonight we're just doing some hanging out. I'm going to give you guys a couple of updates on a couple of items. We've had some pretty heavy. The last couple of weeks, we've had some pretty heavy topics. And, we're talking like 5-hour topics. And so I want to go to Ham Expo tomorrow. I have to keep catching myself. I keep wanting to call it HamCom. So if I do, I apologize. But I want to get over there early tomorrow. So we're gonna have an earlier night tonight. Yeah, we want the expo to grow for sure. I want to get over there and spend some time there tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's going well. Joe Cooksey, you're not far from me. I'm in Central Texas, I think is what you're trying to say. Well, welcome. Good to have you here, Joe. You know what? I've seen a lot of people posting, Wes. That's a great call out. Good week on 6 meters. I think good week all around. I saw a bunch of people posting about 6 meters being hot this week. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. With the way the bands have been lately, we'll take it. So let's see. Keenest of Peaches, welcome. Thanks for joining tonight. All right. Well, like I mentioned, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on a couple of different things. But we're not going to get into a deep, heavy topic because, again, I'm going to bed early. That's my plan, anyhow, or early for me. That's what I'm expecting, anyhow. Wes thinks it'll be hot this weekend too. Yeah, big contest, big ARRL VHF contest this weekend. Should be very busy. I saw some PSAs going out. About Mike N2MAK. I saw he put out a PSA. Hey, don't be doing POTAs on 2 meters and, save that for the VHF contesters this weekend. There's going to be a lot of activity for sure. I don't know that anyone really minds that, but who knows? Maybe they do. I'm not I'm not one that's really been deep into the VHF contesting scene, so Mike would certainly know better before I would. Oh, let's see. Well, let's see what else I have for you guys tonight. Like I said, not a ton, not even really a ton on the this and that segment tonight. I've been pretty busy this past week, and so I'm just calling out a couple of things, right? DFW Ham Expo. Get yourselves out there tomorrow. What time does it start tomorrow? I think is it 9 o'clock? I think. Greg, welcome. Nice to see you out there. But yeah, get yourself over if you're in the area. Stop by, support that show. Man, I'd love to see it get to be HamCon size. Wouldn't that be awesome? But keeps getting bigger. Each year it's getting bigger. This year they have some presentations, which is nice. 7 a.m. for the tailgate, 8 a.m. for the show. Ah, boy, yeah, I'm going to definitely have to get myself to bed early then. No doubt about it. I want to get over there and see what's going on. It's it's a pretty good location. They've got lots of space, and I think they've more than doubled the table space and the expo space as well. So ham radio outlets over there. I'm not sure what other vendors are over there. I'm excited to see that. And as I understand it, they've done a heck of a job selling out tables, and it's in a mall. It's in a mall. A big portion of it's in the mall, and then the tailgate's in that mall parking lot. So if you're going over for that tailgate, you likely want to get over there early because it's going to get steamy. Now, I think there's a chance for some rain tomorrow. So another reason to get over there early if you're expecting to do some tailgate. Let's see there. I thought I killed that. Let me go in and try to kill that again. Hey, one other thing I wanted to mention. I don't have a graphic for it. Well, you know what? We should take a look here. I'm going to take a quick peek. But I saw an announcement earlier this week. Maybe it was just a day or so ago. About the ARDC standing up a Discord server. I want to see if they've got. I want to see if they have anything listed as news. Let's take a quick look here while we're here. Well, yeah, is that going to work? That should work. Let's take a look at this here. See if they list this. I think it's great that they have a Discord server now, so you can chat about what they've got going on. They're going to have topics and discussions or rooms around 44net as well. So, I just got accepted. So, it's like a lot of other Discord servers. You go out, they ask you a couple of questions, show you the community rules, which is good. And then they have a little bit of a vetting process. I don't think the vetting process is terribly rigorous or anything, but they're just trying to make sure that, that it's people and not bots, I think is the big thing. But you guys know I'm a huge fan of the ARDC, and I always like to keep an eye on what they've got going on. So if that's something that interests you, you guys should go out there. Let me find the URL for that. Boy, I'm just not very organized here, am I? Let me see if I can find that URL real quick. It's just discord.ardc.net, and that will get you going. So if that's something of interest, hit that up and check that out. Andy, Welcome, Andy. Good to see you out there. All right, let's see here. What else do I have to share? Oh, just a reminder. I think everyone likely knows that this is coming up, right? But we are super close to Field Day. Field Day is just right around the corner, so it'll be here before you know it. So make sure you've got your Field Day plans squared away. We're working on getting ours squared away. So I'm excited about that. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good group together. And, we're going to do a lot of radio. We're going to eat a lot of good food. And we're going to get a chance to hang out, which is one of my favorite parts of Field Day. So looking forward to that. But let's see what else I've got for you guys tonight. Yeah, let me mention. So one of the things I want to share, the Open Dark Sky, the Open Dark Sky, that's this thing, application period is coming to a close. It closes tomorrow. So if you are interested in and you want to, have a shot at getting one of these two devices, then here, let me get this pulled up here. You got to get out to the community list, right? And you want to sign up here through the community list. So if you're already on the community list and you're interested, just put your email address in, come down here and say join the community, and then it's smart enough to know you're already part of the list, and it'll present you with a link. Otherwise, go ahead and fill this out. But let me show you how it's shaping up. I thought this would be kind of fun tonight. Let me see. So I created a little dashboard here just to give you guys an idea of how things are shaping up, right? What the competition looks like, if you want to think of it in that manner. And keep in mind, I've got two of these that I'm going to hand out. And again, I'm trying to put them in the hands of people that I have a high level of confidence that they're going to be able to get them deployed, keep them up and running, and be able to contribute to this cool mission here. So this is some detail around the applications. So now, one thing I'll mention, and I know I mentioned this a couple of times, but looks like a few folks have decided to enter regardless. These two stations here are destined for the U.S. That was the request made to me by the Open Dark Sky folks, actually the Libre Space Foundation folks that were representing them at Hamvention. So these two are going to go to somebody here in the U.S. Now, like I said, I've only got two of these, but my hope is that, if we're showing a strong interest here, I'll be able to share this information with the Open Dark Sky folks, and maybe they'll send some more units that we can get distributed to folks. So, I think it's just good for them to see the interest. So I appreciate those entries anyhow, but, as I've said before, this is going to be a US only giveaway. So sorry for that. But if we just kind of take a little look here and kind of dial it in, you can kind of see we've got a good distribution here. Really, really happy to see the distribution that we've got. And I've just created a few little stats here. So the average, I ask a few questions in that RFP that you guys fill out. And a couple of the questions that I ask are, what's your horizon visibility? What's your solar reliability, right? Because these things are solar powered. You're going to put them in a place where you shouldn't have to touch it. It's got its own SIM card in it. This thing is, it does everything on its own. But you have to have a good solar, it's got to, you can't have an obstructed solar situation there where the battery's not going to stay charged. But you can see what the average looks like, what that distribution looks like from a horizon perspective, from a solar reliability perspective, 97% of people who have submitted a application are hams. They have a call sign. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And, like I said, we had 4 countries that were represented. And then this gives you an idea. I'm just sharing some kind of high level information here, right? Where some of those things, or where those applications have come from, and kind of what some of those scores look like, right? So I just thought it'd be, I know I've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. I thought you guys might be interested in seeing how all that stuff was shaping up. The other thing, I know that a couple of the links weren't working for a period of time as well. So if you guys tried and you weren't able to get through or get connected, try again. It's saying the submission period has ended. Yeah, you know what? Let me just take a quick look at that. I thought I had it set for tomorrow. I will go ahead and extend that. Let me do that right now let me see if I can here. Do that real quick. All right, let's see here. Let me just try to find that super quick. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna extend that one more day. All right, you guys should be able to hit that. So give that a try, and let me know if that's now working for you guys. I want to get as many people, kind of in the on the list that are interested as we can, because again, I'm gonna reach back to the Open Dark Sky folks and say, hey, I've got 35, 45, whatever the number is, people that have showed interest here, and see if we can't get things moving a little bit here. What's Open Dark Sky doing? Arnie asks. So Arnie, these guys are measuring light pollution globally. So let's let me find here. We've talked about this a couple of times on the channel, but I know not everybody has a chance to get in on every single one of the streams. So you can go out to opendarksky.org and learn about their mission, right? But they're trying to map out light pollution, and all of this data will be shared. It'll be free data. Here they talk about these units. But if we look at the map, this is a really early program, right? They've just started this program, just right before Hamvention is what I understand. If you look up here, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but there's currently only 16 stations online. And if we scan out and we look at the US here, there's only one station online, and that's the station that I put online here on the channel a few weeks ago. So here you can see somebody has submitted you can submit manual entries. So they have a way for you to go in and kind of report the sky. You can see that right up here. But these devices, like I said, they have a SIM in them. The SIM's already activated. It's ready to go. It's a 10-year SIM. So it works on an IoT network. So it's using one of those IoT SIM networks. They're really pretty cool devices. And if I just take a peek here, we can see, let's see here. So here's some of the data from my station here. And you can tell the dark hours, right? The light from the daytime hours, which are up here. But it's a really cool program. It's supported by the Libra Space Foundation, which is the same group that supports SatNogs. So these are pretty cool people that are doing a lot of really cool stuff. And all of their stuff is open source. It's all open system. It's all open data. Everything that they do is open, and it's pretty easy to get behind that type of program. All right, let's see here. I don't know if anybody else has, can someone link here? Let me drop the link here. It's just the standard community list link. That's the bitsy/CL. I can put this up here on the, oh, let's see here. Boy, my stuff's not working too great here tonight. Let's see. There we go. We'll put that up there and leave that there for just a minute or two. But yeah, it's a neat program. You know, like I said, I'm trying to help support it. And you know, it's awesome that they gave 3 of these devices, one to get deployed here in Texas, and then a couple of more to share. Now they're also working on some plans to make these things easier to build for makers. I mean, they publish everything, but it's still a little difficult right now. So they're working on making things easier for folks who want to build and deploy their own. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go here, and I'll share that information as well. All right, so hopefully we covered any questions that we have there. I'm just scanning back through. Joe, were you able to get in now? I want to make sure you're able to get in if you're interested in submitting an application. Hey, Rick's Ham Shack, welcome. Good to see you out there. Bob Stone, welcome. All right. I don't know that I missed anybody. Brian, welcome. Good to see you out there as well. All right. Well, let me see here. I'm going to let me get a link ready for Jason so he can jump on and join us. All right. Let me see here. I always have to kind of remember how this is done on the fly. All right, I think this will get me started. Let me get a message out to Jason here. Yeah, I saw somebody was just able to get a survey submitted, so great. I'm glad that's working. All right, let me see here. Let me get Discord going. And let me find Jason. I usually have Discord turned off just because it's such a resource hog when I'm streaming. So, Jason, I'm going to send you the password first. And then let me find the right link here to get to you. All right, let's see. All right, Jason, I got a link coming your way. And you'll have to, whenever you connect to that, Jason, I think it's going to ask you about, or towards the top of the window, it's going to talk about an advanced feature, and that's the one you're going to want. So it gives you some more controls. So let's see if we can get you connected to that. I've got to bring you into Got to bring you into a scene here real quick, too. All right, let's see. Where do I have that? See, I usually have to do a little bit of setup here, but I was able to pull this off before. We pulled it off with Josh kind of in an ad hoc manner, so I'm sure we can pull it off here with Jason. All right, let me get... that should do it. I'll give him a minute and see if he can get connected. All right, we can turn that off. Let's see what else I've got for you guys. Oh yeah, so we got distracted here for just a minute. I want to see if they've got anything about their Discord server online. Doesn't look like it. But but I got that URL to you guys, so yeah, you guys should be able to get connected to that. They took maybe 25, 30 minutes for me to be approved, so it's not that big of a thing. All right, let's see. I haven't seen a response from Jason yet, so hopefully he's listening. All right, let's see. We'll get back over here. I'll ping him to just, or Jason, if you are listening and you're in the chat, just let me know you're attempting or trying. Hey, Frank. Bill, good to see you out there. Oh, that Bill was saying, Frank, Choo Choo Frank, saying hello to Choo Choo Frank. I thought maybe Frank Tank stopped in. Too many Franks in ham radio. One Frank in ham radio is too many Franks in ham radio, right? Just teasing you, Frank. All right, I haven't seen anything from Jason, so I'm going to just send him a quick text in case he stepped away. See if I can get him here. All right. Let's see, Roaming Base. How you doing? Welcome. All right. Yeah, so some other things I wanted to chat a little bit about is I saw something about a new, I saw this article and I wanted to see if this was something that you guys would be interested in. And I heard about this through the Amateur Radio Newsline. If you guys aren't regular listeners, and I'll make this comment from time to time, if you guys aren't regular listeners to Amateur Radio Newsline, I highly suggest it. They always have a lot of great news, as you would expect. They have more satellite news than you might expect, but they always have some really cool stuff too. Let me find the particular one I'm interested in here. Where's it gonna put this? Okay, let's see. I'm just pulling it up here so you guys can see it. Let's see. we're gonna kind of wing this all night tonight. So my apologies in advance. Let's see. Be helpful if I knew where that went. Let's see. I've almost got it here. Well, I thought I did. Where did you go? I'm trying to keep an eye on Jason too to see if he's going to pop in. But as soon as he does, we'll get him. Where is that at? Okay. It is hiding from me. Where are you at? Nope, it's not there. Well, son of a gun. Let's see. All right, we might have to pivot here. Let me give this one more try. It didn't come down. That is interesting. Okay, let's try it this way. Yeah. We're going to get it one way or the other. All right, there we go. There we go. So here's what I thought was interesting. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here. But this is the one I wanted to see I wanted to gauge the community's level of interest in here. Where'd you go? Here it is. Well, there it was. Now, I thought I heard something. Jason, are you out there? Maybe not. So, this is a new mode. Well, it's an old mode. I'm hearing something.
Hey.
Hey, Jason, I can hear you.
I don't know how this vMix thing works.
Let's see. Toward the top of the screen, do you see something that says advanced or?
No. I see myself at the top left of your screen, but it's in a red box.
All right, let me try something else here. So, let me see what I dropped you. Try going to here. I'll drop it. Yeah, try going to an advanced.vmix or vmixcall.com. I'll put it in the in our Discord chat too. Your audio is good.
Well, I'm on my normal system, and the link you sent me. So this vmixcall.com has a name and password, but the link you sent me had a pre-populated password. I put my name in and I click join call, and I'm in your vMix screen in my browser.
Gotcha.
I'm at the top left of your browser screen in a red window.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm not showing you coming in.
Oh, okay.
Video.
Yeah,
like your camera's maybe turned off.
It's the camera's on and obviously the audio's on.
But I'm wondering if the so a lot of times too within your browser you have to you'll get a pop-up to control the system, and you have to allow that pop-up.
Yeah, I didn't get that this time, but I'm looking for permissions right now. No. Oh, no.
But that advanced, you might
I
have
don't
to
see anything.
disconnect. Yeah, try using the URL that I sent you in Discord. Try that instead.
That's what I used to get here to where I am now.
No, I sent you a new one.
A new one? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pop out then.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll give him a minute here. So let me see. This. No, that's not what I want. Okay, let me go back here. Where did it go? Boy, oh boy, I thought I had it. Let's go back here. All right, this is, let me get the name of it because it looks like, I thought this link took me right where I wanted to go. But this is using something called teletext. Hey, there's Jason. I don't have your audio, but I've got your video.
That's weird.
Yeah, I just heard you. I heard you say that's
Okay.
weird. There we go. We got you.
All right, good.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I'm just not used to this software you use, but
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah.
Good. So what's up?
What
are you trying to show? I didn't mean to interrupt what you're doing.
No, that's okay. That's okay. There's a ham who is I think he's the editor for the IEEE magazine called Spectrum, and he is taking on this project, or he's started this project where he's taking this old mode. Well, I can't even really call it a mode. This old system called teletext. It was used in Great Britain, as I understand it, maybe more widely in Europe. But even back in the days of analog TV, they were able to broadcast text through like gaps in the broadcast signal, where they could share bulletins and messages with viewers over regular broadcast TV, over analog TV. So it's got a really, so it's kind of a cool system. So this guy has kind of revived this old mode, or this old capability, and hooked it up with AX25 to convert the information into audio, and using Direwolf or Graywolf these days, you're able to send full pages of text over radio. And so in VHF modes, you get a full page of text in like 11 seconds. And over HF, I think it's like 44 seconds to get a full page of text, something like that. But this is brand new, right? He's just starting to, he's developed it. Now he's looking for testers. So I've reached out to him and said, hey, I'd like to test and,
sure,
get involved with it. So I wanted to bring it to the channel here and see if this is something people would be interested in seeing, because I'd love to build it and do it right on a live stream so people could check it out and learn what it's all about. It's another mode, right? It's another mode for radio.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool digital mode.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what do you got going on? How was day one of the expo?
It was really good. I mean, they had a pretty good turnout for Friday. Fridays are always slower than Saturday. I suspect it'll be a lot more people there tomorrow. There was a few empty tables today, although I'm told that they sold out all their tables. Just probably had some people that didn't show up today for work and whatnot.
Yeah.
The building that it's in, or the room that it's in inside of the mall, I should say, is much larger than it was when I attended this show 2 years ago. I missed it last year. it fell on a weekend that I had a conflict last year.
Yeah, I
And
missed it
then,
last year as well. Yeah, the last
okay.
time I was there, I saw I was walking in as you and Frank were walking out, I think.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of upstairs in a little like jewelry store next to a jewelry store above the movie theater. And it was in an old abandoned department store, like a JCPenney, or I don't remember
Right.
what was there, but it was like an abandoned, like the size of a JCPenney store. And they had it cordoned off in the back. They didn't have the whole thing there, but it was quite large. It was probably not quite as large as the building in Belton, but getting darn close to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but you don't have cars and trucks in it either.
No, it's definitely an indoor thing. And Bill's in the chat right now saying it was freezing. Yeah, they had the AC cranked way down. It's like we were sitting in there thinking we should have brought zip up jackets or hoodies. There was a coffee guy selling coffee and lattes at the front, so that was obviously planned. By somebody, but
right.
But it was kind of cold in there. It warmed up as more people poured in as the day got on. It warmed up a bit, but there was a good showing of people, a good showing of vendors.
Nice.
Excited to see where it goes. And I spoke with Andrew, one of the guys in charge, and I told him, I was like, look, let's get together sometime before next year, because he's like, well, next year it's going to be even bigger. And I don't know, he didn't elaborate on that, but I was like, I've got a few connections with vendors and whatnot. Let's get some vendors in here that people want to see. So I'll try to work with them on that a little bit next year too. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was good.
Cool. Well, I'm heading over tomorrow, so I'll see you there tomorrow. Looking forward to checking things out.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
Yeah, thanks for calling that out, JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. JoJo's been in the chat here for a few months, so thanks for hanging around, and congrats on getting licensed. That's fantastic. Very cool.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
So what kind of announcement you got tonight?
So the next installment of Let's Make a Deal will be Sunday. 2 days from now.
You're kidding me.
On my channel. Yeah. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
We've been talking about it for 2 or 3 weeks. They didn't want me to announce it too quickly. But you might recall, if you guys are on my channel or get my emails and whatnot, I will be giving away a brand new ICOM IC7300 Mark II on the channel on Sunday. And we kind of coordinated that all together. So we're going to be giving away a brand new ICOM radio and doing Let's Make a Deal all on the Sunday night live stream. So it's going to be a hoedown. So it's going to be it's going to be a call in sick to work on Monday type live stream. So yeah, but if you want to sign up for the giveaway, okay, I dropped a link in the chat right now. You know what? That didn't link. Let me make sure that I put it HTTPS in front of that. I've dropped a link in the chat just now. Go sign up. I will turn that link off sometime Sunday afternoon, 2 or 3 hours before the live stream goes. And so you've got a little bit less than 40, about 36, 38 hours to sign up still.
Yeah. That's going to be a banger. That's a holy smokes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So huge shout out to ICOM for making me. I bought this radio. I did get a deal on it from ICOM. But it was not donated to me. I did pay for it. So, I love doing these giveaways. Somebody once asked me if I would give up my YouTube channel if I ever won the lottery, which I never played the lottery, but it'd be nice to win it still. I was like, no, I'd give away a brand new $3,000 radio every month on the channel. It'd be awesome. Would love to do that.
I don't play the lottery either. But Trina always does. So, so you got to be in it to win it. So,
true.
We're getting in there one way or the other. Well, that's awesome. Exactly. The reason I said you got to be kidding me. The reason I just had that reaction is I just bought a load of 3D printer filament from Gigaparts. I mean, a load. It's like,
that's always a thing that they have on discount. So yeah. You might. I mean, if you bought a lot of it, you might just buy it again because it's
Yeah.
not going to go bad.
Well, I mean, let me put it this way. Um, you get $7 off a spool when you buy at least 20. If that, so,
Ask me how I know. Yeah.
so
Wow.
I'm loaded
Okay.
up.
Okay.
But I mean, they always have some great deals on there. I always end
Yeah.
up spending a little bit, sometimes more than a little bit, but that's all
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
if you're waiting on something, it's great.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I usually end up getting some filament, and I bought that Uniden scanner when I was there last time,
Oh yeah.
and they were running a sale. I wouldn't mind having another one or two of those POTA 20 masts. They were running a sale on those last week. I sent an email out to my email list about that. And they had a couple of open boxes, which were even deeper discounts. So I suspect that we should be able to get some POTA 20s and POTA 33 masts for a good
Nice.
amount. But I put those in the two videos that I'll be releasing next week are about Go kits that I have, and I have a POTA 20 mast in each one of those kits. So it's always a good thing to watch out for.
Have you been happy with that scanner?
Yeah, I have not fully learned how to use it yet. I set it up. I took it out of the box, set it up, kind of tinkered with it. It's got a learning curve to it. Not a bad learning, not a difficult learning curve, but takes some time to sit down and kind of learn how to program it, how to tell it. The first thing the manual does is tell you to download the software, plug it into your computer, and do a firmware update. That's the exact first thing it says to do, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, it has GPS in it, so it uses the GPS in the unit itself to pull down the police and fire or whatever else you want to listen to.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of I'm absolutely going to make a video about it. I just haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that video. I mean, I've been interested in getting a handheld scanner. I mean, and if you think about it, they pack so much into those scanners.
Yeah.
All of them are, complicated. All of them take some time to learn, right? The only one that I've seen that I'm curious about, I don't know if you've seen one. Have you seen the Alinco?
I don't think so.
Alinco makes a handheld scanner, and it hardly has any buttons on the interface. So I don't know how that thing does what it does.
Interesting.
But it's one I've always if I ever come across it at a ham fest or something, right, that's the kind of thing. Let's see. Or it's a real basic type of interface. Here, let me show this over here. But this is their they call it a multi-mode receiver. But there's just I think it's all software based maybe. So, but yeah, I've been interested in getting a scanner. Just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. I mean, they're not cheap, right? They're not cheap, and
not cheap.
Until I've done some research or I know somebody who's bought one that I can get a review on it, I'm probably going to wait. So I'm anxious to see what yours. You need to do that before Sunday, Jason.
Well, that is since I'll be at the Hamfest all day tomorrow, probably not.
That's not going to happen. I'll just you ought to bring it with you.
Yeah, I can do that. I've got it's where is it? I think it's over there on the shelf. So yeah, I'll look for it.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to check it out. But yeah, that's
good.
we're gonna do an early night here tonight because I've played that game before. I think it's been for the Cowtown. I stayed up until like 2 a.m. and then turned around and tried to get out to uh, Cowtown, and I was paying for it all
Yeah.
day long. So I want to get out early tomorrow.
No, I don't. Yeah, Bill was saying earlier he wouldn't. He thought you were a maybe tomorrow, and I'm like, as far as I know, he's going to be there. So,
Yeah, yeah, I'll
um,
be there.
okay.
Yep.
We there are there is a what's the word? There is a lounge with nice chairs and good aromas for things you light on fire right there in the parking lot across from where we'll be tomorrow. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah, right,
gotcha.
just right there. So full bar, the whole 9 yards.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah,
Might
uh,
might have to check that out.
yeah.
I
I'm
don't.
looking that up, Bill and Tim. It is I can't remember the number on it. It is the Uniden SDS 150. Uniden SD. I think the 100 was the old one, and the SDS 150 just came out like a year ago, something like that. Yeah, but it's supposed to be like the pinnacle of scanners because it like you don't have to program it basically.
Whoop! Did I lose you? Hold on a second. Do I still have
If
your
you take me
audio?
up this, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me see if I still
Okay.
hear you after I moved over to this. Go ahead and try to talk. No. Okay, hold on just one second. That's not cool. That's not cool. Where is Here we go. Let me add you to the scene here. That's kind of interesting. I'll have you added here in just a second. I got to find a spot for you. There we go. We'll just toss you in there willy-nilly. All right. Do you have
How's
audio
that?
now? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was wondering if I was still in the background when you were switching scenes there, but that's fine. But
Uh,
yeah, that's it. So I mean, you don't like I said, it's a little bit of a learning curve to set it up. But once you have it set up, you know, you basically don't have to program it. You just go in there and you say, okay, use the GPS and find police, fire, EMS, ham radio, whatever. I don't even know all the different menus that are in there. So, but it's just basically like everything's already there.
yeah.
Um, so, and I want to say it's 950, so it's not cheap. But
Yeah.
I want to say I got it for like there was enough of a discount on it last time where I'm like, I can't not buy it.
Right,
I
right.
I wasn't in the market. I've been wanting one. I wasn't in the market for it then, and I'm like, that discount is so great. I can't not get it. So I went ahead and grabbed it.
Hey, look at that. Look at the data. That's it's got North Texas, Flower Mound, Tarrant,
Yeah,
Tarrant County, Euless Fire Dispatch.
I don't know where they got that image from.
That's
That's
funny.
funny. That is funny.
Yeah, that's local to us here in North Texas. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's just calling. It's just calling
Yeah,
for me.
right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought I'd, it's got a removable antenna, so I thought I'd put like a scanner receive antenna on the top of my truck because I don't have enough antennas on my truck already, and just clip it to the sun visor somewhere on the root on the in the hood of the truck and let it run while I'm on the road, and then when I get to where I'm going, I can take it out of the truck and have it on my hip or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah. Now that screen is pretty awesome looking though. That looks
yeah,
pretty impressive.
yeah,
But it looks like
yeah.
it's a pretty good size radio too.
Mhm.
Right?
It's probably the size of like a Motorola XPR or a APX radio. It's about that
Yeah,
size.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. That's a hoss right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean the reviews are for it are great. Look at that.
Yeah.
Really good
Mm-hmm.
reviews. So let's see here.
Echo Static says the reason for the increased price is because the new model is because it's a license of P25 Phase 2, which I know that's expensive. That makes sense. And the display is because Uniden is in Houston. And I mean no offense when I say this, but you obviously aren't from Texas, because Houston's nowhere near Euless in North Texas where we are right now, buddy. I can get to Oklahoma City quicker than I can get to Houston. So that still doesn't make any sense to me that they have Euless and
right. Why don't they
Northeast
have Houston
Terrence
on there?
So,
right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah.
It's interesting though.
Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, Sean, welcome. Nice to see you out there. Yeah. That's yeah, I had some envy when I saw you pick that up last time for sure. But I just wasn't ready to drop that kind of coin on it without.
No, I don't blame you.
But speaking of I don't know if I had told you this or not. Speaking of dropping some coin, I got my hat for the Lab 599, the digital hat.
Yeah, Bill told me that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill. I went to lunch with Bill on Thursday, and we were talking about, because he's working on some videos for that whole system. And Bill's got Radio Tectonics on YouTube. He's got some really good videos for the Lab 59 TX500. If you guys haven't seen that, but yeah, I emailed when I saw Ed in Hamvention. He said he was going to get me one of those because I have the original hat, but apparently this new Mark II or whatever has Bluetooth or something.
Right.
So yeah, you'll have to let me know how you like that. That's
yeah, that's
good.
I'm going to be playing with that this weekend, so I'm
fun.
pretty stoked for that. That's pretty cool.
What's the status? I thought you were going to talk about your Aoyu cab. What's the status on that?
Yeah, so when I talked with CB Adventure Supply, they want to make sure that. All right, so let me take a step back. So I think you were aware I had some hail damage from the tornado. Yeah.
Oh, I knew you had hail damage to your barn. Are you talking about to your truck?
Yeah. So
I didn't know it hit your truck. Okay.
It's not extensive, but it's there, right?
Okay.
If it wasn't such a new truck, right? If it wasn't just such a new truck, I'd just say, no big deal. But it's probably got probably a dozen dings, over the entire truck. Mm-hmm. And something else had hit like the side of the door and scratched up the door. So, so my vehicle and Trina's vehicle got hit. So she got a new vehicle here not that long ago as well. So she went first, right? We didn't want to have them both at the dealerships, right? At the same time. So she went first. Hers is finishing up. Hers should be done. Well, they fixed all her hail damage. She also lost a mirror. Something knocked the mirror off her passenger side. So she should be done tomorrow, and then my truck's going in. The CB Adventure Supply folks, I said, look, I'm willing to put it on after the hail damage gets fixed or before, either or. And they're like, nah, we'd rather you get that stuff fixed, and then we'll get it installed. So it's probably going to be. Have they received
it though?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've got it.
Okay.
They've got it. So, it's probably going to be delayed a couple of weeks until I get my truck back.
Okay. Are you still thinking about maybe bringing that to Huntsville?
Not this year, just because of just because of the Japan trip.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Going forward, yes. Mm-hmm. Going forward, I'm going to transition from a flyer to a driver.
Okay.
But yeah, now I'm hoping to find, certainly I want to take it to Overland East if we go to Overland East.
Mhm.
There's also a couple other. There's that one up in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Overland of America. It's
Is that
I think
October?
it's September.
September. So
Overland East is in October, and
that's it.
Overland
That's
of
it.
America is in September. So
So I'd like to take it then. Um, for those, I'd like to do both of those.
yeah,
So
good, good. Well, we need to maybe plan a short weekend trip or something, like even like a one nighter or something up here at like the grasslands or something in July
oh yeah, just
when
to
you first
break
get it,
it
just
in
to
and
kind of yeah, exactly, yeah. Test
yeah.
are you going to have I know it's going to have a diesel heater. Are you going to have some sort of AC in it as well?
Well, I'm either so I'm looking at that. What is it called? The cool breeze? Is that what it's called?
Icy Breeze.
Icy breeze.
The guys who are in Plano.
Yeah. So either
Yeah.
I'm either going to get one of those or I'm going to get the EcoFlow.
Well, those are basically the only two games in town, to
Yeah.
my knowledge. You might be able to get some no-name Chinese something on Amazon. I'm not sure, but the two biggest portable air conditioners is the EcoFlow Wave 2.
Yep.
I think they may have a Wave 3 out. I
Oh
don't
wait, yeah,
remember.
they may.
Yeah, and then the Icy Breeze, which they've got like their Mark 3 or 4 out now. They've been doing some really good updates to theirs, but the cool thing about those guys is they're right here in Plano.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it'd be good to get one of those.
I've got to have one of them, right? Because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that thing's black, and
yeah.
it's gonna, and we're in Texas, so
Uh-huh.
I've gotta have some AC in that bad boy.
Well, and that's the video I want to make. Everybody's always cold weather camping and taking out diesel heaters and trying to stay warm in the winter, which is fun, can be, if you enjoy that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I want to take it out. I want to take it out when it's 90, 93, 94 degrees at midnight.
Right.
So we can like when the sun goes down, we'll sit around and I'll get my portable outside shower and we'll sit around a campfire, not a campfire, obviously, but we'll sit around we'll put the awnings out, sit around smoking some cigars until we get tired, and then fire up the cold water for the outside shower.
Right.
Take an outside shower, fire up the portable AC, and get in the tent and see if you can survive the night without
Exactly.
sweating to death.
Exactly. Can you actually sleep? Can you actually get to sleep?
Yeah. I mean, I was very, very impressed the last night of More Expo with both my tent and that diesel heater that I picked up at More Expo last year from the guy out of California, right? And the diesel heater worked wonderfully well, and the tent held everything in. It was very, I mean, as insulated as a tent can be, but
right,
I was not, it was 38 degrees that morning, and I had slept most of the night with no covers on, and I was perfectly comfortable when I woke up the next morning. So I want to do that.
That is a rocking little heater. That is a great little heater.
Yeah. I got to reach out to that guy and see if he's still around doing that thing, but yeah. So gotta try it from the other side. The only problem is that you got to have plenty of electricity.
Yep.
Which is
got to have a generator or or enough battery to get the job done.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of battery. That'd be a lot of battery, a lot of room, probably heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it'd probably be a lot easier with a generator. And
well, it's interesting, right? They have a battery for it, right? Isn't this a battery?
It is, yes. And I have that battery, and it does extend the life, but still, it's an air conditioner, so it's a power suck machine. Is it?
Yeah.
What it is. I think if you have that thing fully charged, the battery and the unit, the internal battery and the external battery, both fully charged, I think it'll run. I mean, of course, it depends on what temperature.
4 hours or something.
Something like that. It won't go all night. It won't go all night. And that's the kicker, right? You want it to go, you want to kick it on at like 10:30, depending on how long it's going to take to cool your tent down. You want to kick it on 30 minutes or so before you go to bed so that it cools down a little bit at least. And you want it to still, but you don't want it to kick off at 3:30 in the morning and you wake up sweating.
Yep.
So you want it to run through the whole night. If you have to turn it off because you're cold, then okay, cool. But That's
Yeah.
a much better situation to be in than waking up sweating because your batteries died. So
Now here's so they have their smart generator as well, right? Their dual
yes.
fuel smart generator.
Mhm. Yep.
So, that's a nice companion with that. I mean, but it starts to be a lot of stuff, right? It's like,
Yes.
where do you put all this stuff,
Mhm. Mhm.
So, but this is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I think you have to have at least something like this, or something. You have to have like that small that small Honda generator, right?
Yeah.
That 2400.
The good thing about the smart generator that and I have this one you're showing on the screen right now. I
Mhm.
have this one. The good thing about that is that it will interface with either their Delta series or the Wave 2. I got to make sure I got the right cable for the Wave 2. But it will, when the Wave 2 battery gets down to a certain point, it will automatically kick the generator on.
That's pretty
and the
nice.
generator will charge the battery back up and then shut itself off. Now, it's only like a 3.5, 4-gallon gas tank on the thing. And I haven't tried it on propane yet. That's another experiment I'm going to do soon. But, it'll charge my Delta Pro up about 1.5 to 2 times. So it'll last. I can get it to last a week at the hunting lease during the winter to just full tank of fuel, leave.
Well, that's pretty good then.
Sunday and come back the next Saturday. Yeah, it's not bad. But I'm sure that the air conditioner is going to draw down a lot more juice than that.
Yeah.
So, but hey, this is all stuff for a video. It's all going to make
exactly.
video about it and say how this works and whatnot. So,
yeah. So I'm definitely going to get an AC. Going to need that, but I'm sure after sleeping in it a few times, I'll have some different ideas about what I want to do with it. Right. So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's why we need to go out. We need to go do an experiment here close to home.
Yeah.
And break it in so that when we go on a road trip that's 5, 10, 15 hours away,
right,
and you get out in the field, you'll know exactly what you need and don't need. So you won't be like, well, I haven't tried this before. So
yeah, that's a good point.
And all that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping I'd have the truck ready so that I could bring it to field day, but yeah, it's not going to work out that way.
Okay.
But that's all right.
I was hoping for that too, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I imagine so. I don't blame you. I would be too.
It's going to be pretty cool. So, hey, I got my ham radio happy hour shirt on.
Happy hour shirt on, huh?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Let me touch base with folks here again. And folks, we're going to I know this is uncustomary. We usually are on way later than this, but we're going to shut her down a little early tonight. Let me see.
That's fine with me. I got to go in and take a shower and get to bed myself. So.
Yeah. So you have a table set up tomorrow, right? You're going to have a table.
Yes.
And you'll have some of your Ham Radio 2.0 merch and stuff, and some of the items that you put in your mystery box. Is that also what I understood?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Some former mystery box items and some items that just sell on the website. I actually put a short vertical video on YouTube at about 7 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tonight. So it just went up there not too long ago, and it's just me walking through my whole table.
Okay, so good. So people can see what you got.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down tonight, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining and hanging out. And, like I said, this was, we're taking a little bit of a break tonight. The last 2 weeks have been some pretty serious projects, but, I've got a couple others. I'm going to send out a YouTube post survey, and we'll get some we'll get some feedback from you guys on what you want to see coming up on the channel next. I've got some interesting things that have come in. You guys may recall we worked on the Electro 3.5 smart panel a few months back. Well, they've sent me the 10-inch version of that has three different processors in it and a bunch of different capabilities. So I'm putting together some ideas for us to work through on that. I just got that digital hat for the Lab 599. That might be something you guys are interested in. And I've got a couple of other things too that are coming in the mail here pretty soon. And we'll give you guys a choice on what we build and what you guys want to check out. So keep an eye out for that. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Jason, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for jumping on. And don't forget, sign up for that radio. 7300 Mark II given away on Sunday.
Right. Correct.
All right. And then you also have Let's Make a Deal with Gigapart. So lots going on Sunday night. Make sure you guys eat your Wheaties and you're ready for a big stream. So, totally. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great evening, and we'll catch you next week. Take care.
Thanks,
73.
Robert. 73.